so get this. We're diving into AI agents today. You know those digital assistants that seem like they're straight out of science fiction? Well, we've got this Bloomberg article, and it says that OpenAI, the folks behind ChatGPT, they're working on something called Operator. And it could be released like as early as January 2025. So hold on tight, because we're about to explore what these AI agents are, how close they are to becoming reality, and what that means for all of us. So this Operator tool, what's the big deal with this? The article says it could write code book trips, even handle stuff on web browsers. It's like having a personal assistant right there in your computer.
Yeah, it's really a fascinating concept. Basically, an AI agent is software that can handle those complex, time-consuming tasks. But you don't have to do much. It's like having a supercharged digital assistant on steroids.
Okay, I'm definitely intrigued, but could you give us like a real-world example? How would this actually change someone's day?
Imagine this. You're swamped with work deadlines are looming, and you need to book flights and hotels for a conference. Instead of spending hours comparing prices, itineraries, your AI agent handles it all in the background while you work. You give it a few preferences, and boom, it presents you with the best options.
Wow, that would be a game changer. No more endless scrolling through travel websites. But let's zoom out a bit. OpenAI isn't the only one doing this, right?
Absolutely. The article mentions Anthropic, Microsoft, Google. They're all developing their own versions of AI agents. It seems like everyone's recognizing the potential here.
So why all the hype now? What's driving this sudden surge in AI agent development? Is it just the natural next step from things like ChatGPT, or is there something more to it?
It's definitely a progression from large language models like ChatGPT. But there are other factors, too. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, he called agents the next giant breakthrough, and he's not alone in that belief. There seems to be this sense that we're on the cusp of something truly transformative.
Okay, so we've got this new frontier opening up, and it sounds exciting, maybe a little intimidating too. Now I'm curious, what about you listening in? What are your thoughts on having an AI agent handle tasks for you? Are you ready to hand over the reins? Or is there a part of you that's hesitant?
I think it's understandable to feel both excited and a little cautious about this. After all, handing over control to an AI, even for like small tasks, can feel like a big leap.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder about like the downsides. What about jobs, for example?
Right, that's a really important point to think about. If these AI agents are as capable as people think they'll be, they could automate a lot of jobs that humans do right now.
So how do we prepare for that? Like what happens to those people whose jobs might be gone?
Well, it's a complex issue. We need to think about retraining programs helping people learn new skills, maybe even like new economic models that adapt to this changing landscape.
It sounds like we need to be proactive, not just react after the fact, but to make sure that everyone benefits from these AI agents and that no one is left behind.
Exactly. It's about anticipating the potential problems and finding solutions that work for everyone, not just a few.
Okay, so jobs are a big one. What other concerns should we be thinking about with these AI agents?
Well, there's the question of what happens if something goes wrong. Like, what if an AI agent misinterprets instructions or runs into a situation that it doesn't know how to handle? Could it make decisions that have, negative consequences that we don't foresee?
That is a little unsettling. I guess it shows how important it is to design and test these AI agents really carefully.
Absolutely. And beyond that, there's a bigger question. How do we as a society want to shape this technology as it develops and how we use it?
You're right. It's not just about the tech itself. It's about like the values that we put into it. It's like we're at a crossroads and we need to choose a path that leads to a future where AI helps us, not controls us.
And while operators and all these other things are really exciting, we have to remember that this is still very new technology. There's a lot we just don't know about how AI agents will change things.
So what can we do right now, like as individuals, to stay informed and be part of this conversation? It seems like it's going to affect all of us.
Yeah, it does. It feels like we're on the edge of something really big. And it's kind of hard to know where to even begin with it all.
Well, I think one of the most important things is to just stay curious, read articles, follow what's happening in the field, and don't be afraid to ask questions. The more we all understand about AI agents, the better we'll be able to handle them being part of our lives.
So it's about being informed and engaged, not just, going along with whatever happens.
Exactly. This technology has the potential to really change society. So it's important that we're all involved in deciding how that happens. What's really interesting to me is that we're having this conversation now. Like before these AI agents are even really out there, it feels like we have a chance to be ahead of the game. and make sure that things go in a good direction.
Absolutely. We're not just passengers here. We can actually influence how AI agents develop.
So to everyone listening, I really encourage you to take this conversation further. To talk to your friends, family, colleagues, share what you've learned, and, encourage them to learn more about it too.
And who knows, maybe this will spark an idea for someone. Maybe you'll be the one to develop the next amazing AI agent, one that solves a real problem or makes our lives better in some way.
That's a great thought to end on. The future of AI agents is being written right now, and we can all be a part of writing it. And that wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI agents. Thanks for listening, everyone. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.